everybody. Lance Russell and Dave Brown right along ringside, and we're ready to go with a...
Watch Memphis again. This is an all-Memphis weekend. We're first on the A show, we had the Memphis, our Memphis episode, but on the B show, we have a week later. We have June 30th, 1984 Memphis, actually. So we're a week later than we did off the A show, and this was a hell of an episode, man. This was a great episode of Memphis. This is very Memphis-like, if that makes any sense.
Oh, yeah, this is a classic. This episode alone has at least, 3 or 4 really great segments.
Yeah. We got a bunch of awesome segments, and I don't think we have anything else. We're just going to talk about this episode. That's it. I don't have anything else to talk about. I mean, do we have to talk about, Ziggy or Archie at all? No?
No, we don't need no Ziggy.
Right.
We don't need no Archie. Let's just get into Mempho. Straight into Mempho right now.
All right, let's do it. So anyways, Lance Russell is here. Lance Russell is here, and there's no Dave Brown. It's just Lance Russell this week, and he introduces the show.
That happens every now and then.
Yeah. He introduces the show. And so anyways, no Dave Brown. And they do a Rock and Roll Express music video. They show the whole thing. Includes the whole song. And you know what? I was thinking this music video for the Rock and Roll Express is better than any music video WWE had made then or even now.
Oh, yeah, well, frankly, I mean, Memphis pioneered music videos in wrestling, or specials, as they used to call them on the Memphis broadcast. And Memphis had some of the best.
Yeah.
Memphis also had a lot. Have you ever noticed that? If Memphis is put on the network, there's going to have to be a lot of editing, because I think just about every 1984 episode has at least one music video.
Seriously, you're right. So anyways, out come Randy Savage and Sir Lanny Poffo. Hashtag Poffomania. They're going to take on Ken Raper, which is a great name, and Scott Shannon. Yeah. And out comes Angela Poffo.
When Poffo comes out to the ring, Lanny Poffo, he's got a full suit of armor on.
Yeah,
He's wearing his Knight's armor, which is quite a sight in the ring. The Knight's armor, and then you have the Macho Man with the robes and everything and the sunglasses. Mm-hmm. It's quite a sight in the Memphis area.
And Angela Poffo coming out there wearing the 6033 get-up. He's wearing for those that never seen it, he's wearing a black vest. On the back of the vest, it says 6033.
That was a record that he set for sit-ups.
Yeah.
So he would wear it emblazoned on his back that he'd set the Guinness Book record, 6,033 sit-ups.
Yeah. I gotta do that one of these days about eating tacos. I ate 6,033 tacos, and I can wear that, right?
Yeah, you can be proud, really proud.
So Savage lets Poffo wrestle, like Lanny Poffo and wrestle, and then Savage goes on commentary and calls out Jerry the Queen Lawler, which is awesome. And I was thinking, remember, he's calling him Jerry the Queen before Billy Jack called him Jerry the Queen.
Oh, yeah. And let's face it, it's true.
Yeah. Seriously,
because
so...
the Queen likes to beat up women a lot.
Yeah. And the Jerry the Queen, so out comes Jimmy Hart. He just comes out screaming, arms flailing, like he's just been crazed, you know. He runs out there, and he's like a cartoon character here. All right? And
he's kind of always like a cartoon character.
Yeah. He comes out on commentary, and you know what they should do? You know how, like, in plays in, like, high school or, like, in college, you have to, like, read, like, a line, and, like, one person's one person, and the other person's playing the other role, you know? And they have, like, a verbatim of what they're saying, you know?
Do you mean, like, when people read a scene in, like, a play or something?
Yeah, and they have to rehearse it, you know? And, like, in a play. They need to have this banter between Lance Russell and Jimmy Hart for a play. And, like, have, like, children rehearse in schools. Oh, it's really funny. There's no doubt about that. It's the interplay between Lance Russell and Jimmy Hart is always really, really good. This is no exception. Yeah, you want to do it right here? Yeah, okay. Which one do you want to be? You be Lance Russell, I'll be Jimmy Hart, all right? Okay, all right. Lance! All right, so Jimmy, Lance! What are you doing out here for crying out loud? Baby, I've been kidnapped! Will you just be quiet, Jimmy? I'm trying to watch the match. What? I've been kidnapped. I was walking, I was leaving my house. I was leaving my house today, and the big black car abducted me, and these two men wearing ski masks. They wear a ski mask, and they put me in a car, and they drove away, and I was there driving around my neighborhood.
Knock it off, Jimmy. We've got a show here. I wish somebody would kidnap you.
And they drove around for hours and hours, and then they put me in a garage, and then I barely breathe, and then I was in a garage.
Oh, Lanny Poffo, great move off the top rope, Jimmy. What are you? We knock it off. We got a show, Jimmy.
And then, I finally got it freed, and then I took the tape off my mouth. Then I got to the station, and I just got here. I can see, look, I have scars, and my hair's messed up. What do you think?
No, Jimmy, we had knocked it off, but I think it's probably a good idea that somebody kidnaps you here. We're trying to do a show, and I don't know what you're going on about. And look in the ring at Randy Savage. Oh, look at that.
Look at my burns. Look at my wrist. Look at my... Obviously, I was taped up.
Jimmy, come on. We knock it off.
I was burned.
Good night, Jimmy.
I was burned. I was abducted. I was kidnapped. Call the police. Call the cops. I was kidnapped.
Jimmy, knock it off. Somebody ought to kidnap this guy. We've got it. Oh, Lanny Poffo. No, only got a 2 there. Jimmy, come on, knock it off. You've been out here almost as much as I have.
This was awesome. The finish, by the way, in the match during Jimmy and Lance's, back and forth exchange. Lanny Poffo just won, and
Lanny Poffo, by the way, was great in that match. If you watch Poffo's work and the heel body language and all that, it's really, really good.
Yeah, and they have the match, and then I guess they show the finish, but they don't announce it. And Angelo Poffo walks up to Lance. He's got a sign. It says Poffo Mania. I swear to God, it looks like it's designed by a 3rd grader. Masa Ito's out here. He's going to face Jim Jameson. Jimmy Hart comes back out, and more exchange with Lance Russell. So, anyways, I'm Jimmy Hart, and you're Lance, all right?
Okay.
Look.
Jimmy, what are you doing out here again?
Look, I'm not the beekeeper. There's a beekeeper right there. That's not me. I'm not the beekeeper. All right, I'm not the beekeeper.
Well, are you right about that? They've got the handler for the Oriental Connection there, and Jimmy's right here, so it looks like you got a point this time, Jimmy.
Well, look at my burns. I think this should be the police call. This will be on the news.
Knock it off, Jimmy.
This will be on the news.
I wish somebody would kidnap you.
This will be on the newspaper. This will be all over the news and newspaper. What happened to me? Look what they did to me.
All right, Jimmy. Come on, we got a show. Knock it off.
This was awesome. More exchange.
Jimmy Hart's claiming that he has been kidnapped.
Right.
He can prove now that he's not the manager, the beekeeper of the Oriental Connection. So it looks like he's got a point. He's claiming he's been kidnapped. And Lance is just treating it like it's a kid making an excuse that he doesn't have homework that day.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. So, yeah, you're right. Exactly. That's a good point. So anyways, Jerry Lawler comes out. He takes the beekeeper. All right? He just picks him up, walks out with him. Aito wins with a splash. Lawler comes back out and unmasks the beekeeper. Lawler says, look.
Lawler, by the way, referred to this as Lawler's second kidnapping of the week.
Yeah, exactly. Well, let's just say if this were real. We just saw Lawler kidnap the beekeeper and everything, and Lawler's done things like this. Why is Jimmy Hart's story not, believable?
Because of what happened next, Joe.
Right. So anyways, the beekeeper is Pat Hutchinson. And then Lawler says, tell him what you told me back there. And then Pat's like, I can't admit it. I can't admit who put me up to it. And then
I'll be killed. That's what his excuse. They can't, man. They'll kill me. I'll be killed. I can't, man. I'll be killed.
After Lawler slaps the living shit out of him, just slaps the shit out of him, and he finally admits that Jimmy Hart was the mastermind and he was all behind it all along. And then Jimmy runs.
Raises the question: was he in fear from his life because Jimmy Hart threatened to kill him?
Maybe. I'll kill you, baby. I'll kill you. You don't mess with me.
I'll get Austin Island and kill you. I'll get my first family to kill you. How is Jimmy Hart going to kill anyone?
I don't know. Maybe he's like a mafia boss you don't cross or something.
Yeah, I guess so. When you're hitmen or guys like, Troy Graham and stuff like that, how much of a mafia boss are you going to be?
I'll be killed. They'll kill me, man.
Jimmy Hart rules by fear, I guess. We didn't know that.
I didn't know he's intimidating. He's a human cartoon character, I guess. He kind of sounds like Mickey Mouse, really.
Yeah, I know, but he's sort of like an evil Mickey Mouse. Like Mickey Mouse, I guess he's got a lot of power behind the scenes.
Right. Pluto, get you, Pluto, bite you.
Goofy walks off with Donald, kidnaps Donald or something.
Yeah. And what's funny is, remember the episode of Pluto where Pluto in the Christmas tree, where the chipmunk's in the Christmas tree and Pluto goes shit crazy?
Yeah, those cartoons always bore the hell out of me.
Pluto, what are you doing?
Pluto, will you knock it off? Oh, Mickey, Pluto's running around making a mess. That's because Donald Duck's going to brainwash, man.
So we go to an insert promo where Lance Russell, Jim Neidhart. Neidhart in the Raiders helmet. Neidhart he's here to announce that all of his business will be handed to Jimmy Hart. So anyways, they
Can we mention what that was?
Yeah, what is it? Is it Neidhart's Raiders short-lived gimmick or what?
Yeah, they did it with an angle for a while in '84 where Jim Neidhart took over the first family and turned it into Neidhart's Raiders, but it ended just as soon as it started, and here it is, like, just being dissolved in an insert promo.
Yeah. So that's kind of weird booking.
So, like, a lot of Memphis angles don't play through all the way, and Neidhart's Raiders is one of those big time.
Yeah, exactly. So anyways, Rude says Lawler is, Rude said Lawler is a coward. He hides behind everyone, and that's it. So anyways, here comes the new generation. The new generation is going to face Phil Hickerson and the Spoiler. So Phil gets on commentary. Apparently everyone's getting on commentary with Lance Russell, apparently. They see Dave Brown's out there.
Yeah, Lance seems to get pretty annoyed by it, especially by Phil Hickerson.
Yeah, exactly. Phil Hickerson says, wonder why Dave Brown's not here. Oh, I guess he's hung over. Wow. Was Dave...
Sometimes after dealing with all those, like, cold fronts and warm fronts and whatever else weathermen do, I guess he needed a break from all that weather all week, so...
Yeah, I know
it's the bottle.
Yeah, what's funny is, remember Dave Brown did all this stuff for Mothers Against Drunk Driving, so what's up with that? Maybe Dave Brown was pissed at this comment.
I don't know. It was probably just Phil Hickerson heat, because Dave Brown, who's a great dude and a Memphis legend, is no drunk. So,
right.
But, heat. Memphis is all about heat.
Yeah. So in the ring, while Phil Hickerson goes on in commentary, it's basically the Spoiler in the ring, and he's going against the entire new generation by himself. But
there's like a sort of angle going on in this match where Phil Hickerson claims they're going to beat these guys in 6 minutes because it's a 10-minute time limit.
Right. So eventually,
plays out the whole time he's talking with Lance Rupp.
Right. So eventually, Phil gets in the ring. Okay, the new generation, were made to look like jobbers into this match. You can say, well, yeah, the time limit gimmick, but I'm talking like total offense was 95% Spoiler and Hickerson. Like, maybe one of the new generation members may have gotten a punch or a kick, but they got their asses kicked in this match.
Oh, I never understood that about the new generation. For those that don't remember, there were Mark Batten and another guy whose name I forget, and they were these two muscular guys, and they played them up as these sort of Memphis pretty boy teams for the ladies, like the Babs were, and they got a big push. But for whatever reason, though, they were always here to jobbers or to get other people over.
Right. So they got their asses kicked in this match. Like, seriously, they got their funkin' their fucking lunch was 8, okay? Like, it didn't want to be a time limit draw in the first time in Memphis history. Like, think about this. A match on Memphis TV went 10 minutes. That's,
I
record.
know. I know. I mean, but I wanted Phil Hickerson to get back in that ring and end the match probably even more than Phil Hickerson or Lance Russell wanted.
So, I know...
Is this really going to go on for 10 minutes? And this is the best they could do to try to get the new generation over. They survived the time limit match.
Yeah.
The Nation of Time match.
So that's pretty dumb, but whatever. I mean, whatever. I mean, I don't have a problem with it. But, I mean, seriously, the new generation got their brains kicked. They got their fucking asses kicked and brains beat in here. So, anyways, Mike Mashburn versus Rick Rude. Rick Rude's built from Beverly Hills here. I didn't know that. When is he built from Beverly Hills?
That he was built from Beverly Hills in Memphis. He mentioned it in the promo once. Remember, he said there's nowhere to party in Memphis. He said, I used to wrestle in New Orleans, and that was good because I could invite my friends from Beverly Hills town to party.
Right.
But there's nowhere to party in Memphis.
So Rude goes against this jobber, and he beats the living shit out of this jobber. I know it's a really quick match at 46 seconds, Lance announces at the time, but seriously, he fucking just kills this jobber. So anyways...
it was actually a nice change of pace after the time limit.
I know. But then, we have a music video. The Fabulous Ones music video. Which, I mean, is, let's just say, really fucking gay.
Oh, yeah, this is the B show, we can say that. But, yeah, I mean, wow. I mean, you've seen some Fabs videos, folks. This one is amongst the gayest.
This is maybe the gayest thing I've ever seen.
Well, to be fair, there was the video for the new generation.
This was gayer.
You think so?
Oh, yeah, they're in hot tubs together. They're in hot tubs together.
Are they together or are they in their own hot tubs? Because it looked like they both had identical apartments or something.
I mean, this was so gay. Unbelievably gay.
Was.
Unbelievably gay. Nothing against gay people, but this was gay.
You think if you were like one of the Fabs, and you're a wrestler in Memphis, the ladies love you. What do you do on your off time? I think you probably pour yourself a bubble bath and get in it with a bottle of wine and your hat on, and just soak in it for a while, because that's apparently what the Fabs do, and they film it too.
This was so gay. I mean, I'm not thinking it's gay people, but this was the gayest thing maybe ever on a wrestling program. What do you think?
Well, to be fair, I mean, this is the world of wrestling, so there's been a lot of stuff which is unintentionally be considered the gayest thing you've ever seen, but this Fabs video is definitely up there.
So they play a song, and the song in the music video is "You Dropped the Bomb on Me."
Yeah, who sang that?
I remember.
It was an 80s song.
It was. Came out in 83 or 84, I would say. So we have a main event.
Which is as long as we're talking about songs. Remember the song from the Rock and Roll Express video?
Yeah, what was that again?
Rock and Roll is King by the Electric Light Orchestra, and they played the whole damn thing.
Yeah, I was like 4 minutes of 8 up with the music video. I mean, they didn't have to play the whole thing. Same thing with this Fabs one music video. They didn't have to play the whole thing.
Well, that was for the ladies. The ladies need to get their Fabs in. I mean, we talk about how gay it all was, and looking back at it now, it's really, really gay by today's standards. But, it was probably considered something for the ladies.
Yeah. Gay. Gay!
It's the Fabs,
Gay!
Do I have to be like Jerry Lawler when he was in the dog? What's the matter? Are you homophobic?
Here we go. We have a main event. It is Giant Frazier, Nightmare number 1, Keith Robertson versus Austin Idol, who's tagging with Jerry Lawler now, and Dutch Mantell. I guess Idol is now with Lawler. Maybe they're getting warmed up to be in that tag team match they're talking about, remember?
Yeah, I guess when, Lawler beat the shit out of the guy and made him admit that Jimmy Hart paid him, I guess that ended the whole Jimmy Hart is the beekeeper, Austin Idol angle. I don't know what it was supposed to prove, but I guess Idol's a Lawler now.
Yeah, they're together. Why? I don't know. They just are. They're in a...
I don't know what Jimmy Hart's motive was for any of that stuff. That whole plot didn't make any sense to me.
That's a very Russo-like.
It really is. 84 Memphis can almost get Russo-like because the angles get really convoluted.
Vince Russo is secretly booking Memphis in 1984.
It wouldn't surprise me because, like I say, Memphis angles almost do that Russo-style thing where the angles do a full 180, so that guys that originally hated each other are now teaming with each other, and guys like it doesn't make sense.
Vince Russo. So, anyways, the Giant Frazier comes out. My God, he's dressed as a Confederate soldier who's got the whole outfit, Confederate general, and he's got
he looks like a really fat Stonewall Jackson.
Yeah, he's got the whole get up on, and let me tell you, he takes forever to take it off. He's got the sword and the whole 9 yards, and
he takes out the sword at one point, and Lawler tells the referee, "Hey, make him put the sword away."
Yeah.
And then Lance says it's got to take him a long time to undo that old Confederate uniform he's wearing, and it probably delays the start of the match by a minute or two.
Yeah, and it does. I mean, it's for whatever. Now, the only thing
that's the most hilarious part is the match being delayed because it takes them forever to get out of this ridiculous uniform.
Yeah. Now, the only thing to take away from this match, it's an elimination time match, so you know it's not going to be good, is Giant Frazier's ass that takes up half the screen.
Giant Frazier's ass with that tiny little Confederate flag in the middle of it.
Yeah. So anyways, Giant finally, after 5 minutes, Giant finally gets in the ring. By the way, he looks like he just rolled out of bed, by the way.
Yeah, I kind of admire the Giant Frazier.
So Dutch gets the pinfall. He pins Nightmare number 1, I want to say.
Big surprise.
Yeah. And they do insert promo with Jerry Lawler. And Lawler's promo with Steve Kern. And Lawler says he beat... Get ready for this one, everyone. He said this. Don't quote... This is quoted by Jerry Lawler. I am only quoting Jerry Lawler here. He says, "Look what we did last week. We beat the black off the PYTs."
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, Jerry Lawler used to make a lot of uncomfortable racial jokes. A lot of Lawler stuff you can just laugh at. It was a different era. But when he's supposed to be a baby face and he does the racial stuff, that's always like, oh man, Jerry, that's a downer.
Yeah. So he then says he couldn't pay Rick Rude $1,000 to face him. Which is funny because I'm sure Rude didn't even get paid $1,000 because people in Memphis got always short on their pay.
I don't think so. I mean, could you get $1,000 out of Jerry Jarrett? I don't think so. He'd have a coronary.
Yeah. So when we come back, they start the second fall.
$999 you could probably get out of Lawler, though.
Yeah, that's true.
That's not $1,000.
Right. So they start a second fall, and Idol and the Giant brawl outside the ring. All right. Austin Idol tries to lock up with the Giant. But I swear to God, Giant Frazier cannot lock up. Cannot lock up.
Yeah, he doesn't do that. He doesn't wrestle Giant Frazier. He just kind of sits on people.
Right. So Austin Idol's like, fuck this. He just leaves and goes back into the ring. He goes back in the ring and then he tags in Lawler, and Lawler just pins Nightmare number 1. And that's it. Show over. That's show. There you go. That's it. That was the episode.
It was an enjoyable episode. I mean, it had a lot of high spots. It had 2 music videos. It had the Giant Rebel. It had the Saga of the Beekeeper. It had Poffomania. It had Austin Idol and Rick Rude.
Yeah, seriously.
What more do you need?
What more do you need? It was a hell of an episode, really. All kinds of memorable moments on this show, and it was an awesome episode. It really was. I enjoyed it. I had a good time watching it.
Memphis is always a hoot.
Good time. Always good time for Memphis. It's a hell of an episode. So watch it. It's the June 30th, 1984 episode. It's on YouTube. So get on that, everyone.
We'll be back in just a moment.
Out on the town, flying around, pizzas disappear. Now you're talking Friday night, now you're talking beer. Now you're talking good times, and Stroh's is smoking here.
Stroh's, fire brewed for smooth, consistent taste.
Now you're talking Stroh's.
kids, it's a Pac-Man day with my crispy corn cereal coming your way.
With marshmallows.
Delicious. I'm Pinky.
I'm Blinky.
I'm Pinky.
I'm Clyde. With the marshmallows you'll find inside.
There goes a Pep Pup. And Inky too.
He's Marshmallow. You can chomp him too. Part of this nutritious breakfast.
With marshmallows. Delicious.
Hi there. I just got an idea how to make Chuck E. Cheese's better than ever. Brand new pizza. Genius if I do say so myself. Popping with new natural toppings. All with lots of sauces and plenty of cheese. So while you're having fun rolling and winning, jumping and spinning, and laughing and grinning, we're in the kitchen making the best pizza in town. Chuck E. Cheese's is better than ever. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
All right, any song requests for anybody on YouTube? Anybody online?
You know, I don't really care for the song myself, but after watching that episode, I'm thinking maybe Rock and Roll is King by the Electric Light Orchestra, just in honor of the rock and rolls. Because, you know, like Ricky Morton used to say, rock and roll will never die, brother.
All right, you going to go with that one? That's cool. Because I know I'm going to go with You Dropped the Bomb on Me.
You dropped the bomb on me. And everybody, all the ladies listening can just fantasize about Stan and Steve in the bathtub.
In the bathtub. Hashtag Stan and Steve in the bathtub.
Do you remember that when they brought the Fabs back after the new Fabs thing with Eddie Gilbert and Tommy Rich, and so they started to refer to the Fabs by their last name a lot?
Yeah,
That's what I was saying. We've got Stan and Steve, the original Fabs, this week.
Yeah, but my favorite Fabs was one with the Pork Chop Cash version.
Oh, the Pork Chop Cash and Troy Graham version. I agree. And when you watch the Jimmy Hart's Fabs video, I'm always amazed by look at the shape that Troy Graham is in. Because 5 years earlier, he was the Dream Machine. And he was such a big, round guy. I mean, his gimmick was, originally he was supposed to be Dusty Rhodes under a mat.
So
now he's all jacked and oiled up and everything. It's like, wow, Troy Graham really got in shape in the last few years.
Doesn't he do a weird promo towards the end of '84 where he says he's an invalid?
Oh, yeah, when he becomes Dr. Troy Graham, the manager of the newest version of the Interns.
Yeah. The Interns. Yeah, I think Bill Clinton...
Maybe we'll have to do that episode sometime, because that was one of those Soley Lance Russell episodes.
Yeah.
Where he hosted with Gordon Soley.
You think Bill Clinton could be the manager of the Interns?
I'm getting into managing women's tag teams now.
That'll be it. I'll see you.
All right, we'll bring them up to date next week on what happened on the championship match in there. Until that time, for Dave Brown, Lance Russell saying bye-bye. The announcers on this program are selected and paid by parties other than the station, namely the promoters